Okay guys, this is pretty much a continuation of the previous video. I just want to cover a few charts and some key levels to pay attention to. I did mention this fib channel line in the previous video on the D1 chart. So if we get a daily open below this point, I think it's likely we have a lot more downside. Being that we are now currently prices at 60,800, it does seem a lot less likely we're going to push back above and get it open above 63,600. So again, if we get a daily open below 63,600, that's confirmation for me that we're headed much lower. You can see we're already dropping now. But I do want to break down this key fib channel line and show you how important it is. And as well as our lower targets, which I did mention in the previous video, and we're going to compare that with the H1 chart and give you a more precision target to go long if we break our current support right now, which is 60,762. So this is a point you would scalp along, but once that becomes resistance, you know we have a lot more downside. So we're going to compare these two charts and also look at the heat maps. Guys, even leverage trading, 3 exchanges I use and trust are Bitget, BingX, and CoinCatch. Remember, CoinCatch is no KYC. Great option for you if you're in the US. All those links are signed up in the pinned first comment description. If you want to learn how to trade on Bitget, this tutorial video I put up teaching you how to open a long, a short, set a stop loss, adjust your stop loss, trigger orders, all that. If you want to watch this video, I'll put a link up to it now. But do go back and watch this previous video I put up. This was yesterday. I'll put a link up to it now. I did give you both scenarios, the bullish case and the bearish case. If we continue sideways above a key level, once we cross this blue ring, I expect us to go parabolic. I did give you timing for that. And I also gave you the price target that if we got below as resistance, which would be an indication to me or a clue that we're going much lower. So do watch this video. So let's just break this down really quick, guys. So we know, according to what I mentioned previously, going by this chart, your first key support level, depending on when you make contact, is going to be around 57,900. The next key level, again, these yellow, orange, and red trend lines, 56,635. And then the next one just below is around 54,800. So those are your key levels to potentially long. But again, I want to compare these levels with the H1 chart, give you more precision target if we do drop and show you why they'd be a likely point to go long. But if we do break down this chart, you can see right here, so again, 60,600 is your current resistance if we push back up above. Take note, this same line, it was perfect resistance here at 57,686. And if we follow this back, this white line, you take note that it was resistance back here in April of 2023. We keep going back. You can see it was perfect support right here at 17,600, and then it was resistance. Take note the meat of the candle was pretty much below this resistance level, up to 20,343. We did get this crazy pump above and then drop back below. But you can see how important of a level this is. This is a fib channel line, and this one goes all the way back. This right here was June of 2022. So we know how of an important of a level this is. And again, since we are below it now, as soon as we get a daily open below, which seems likely now, a daily open below 63,600, it does seem likely we're headed down to these targets. Remember, like what I said, if we get below this target here, 54,800, and that becomes resistance, I think that's confirmation we have a lot more downside. I did want to show you, though, the H1 chart. So your current support right now, if you want to scalp along, is around 60,672. If this becomes resistance, then I think it's much more likely we're headed down to this target. Now, I think this would be an ideal point to open along. This would be a more precision target. Just want to show you why this is the case. If you'll take note, if you follow this line back, and again, guys, if you have access to my charts, which if you do want to get access, if you want to sign up, the link's pinned in the first comment description to optiworkcrypto.com. All my charts are shareable. You can save them as your own. And if you want to get access to Discord, make sure you email me through the website. You can pay with USDT, but you need to email me through the website to do that as well. But take note of this red fib channel line right here, right? It was support at 50,886. Support here at 50,555. Support and resistance back here at 49,412. If we go further back, you can see how important of a level this was. It was support and resistance here at 46,103. Resistance at 45,176. Back here at 44,000. Perfect resistance at 43,300. And it was perfect resistance here at 42,458. We probably could go back a little further, but I just want to show you why this is such a key level. So if we do start dropping, it seems like that would be a likely point to go long. And that target is, if we drop straight down today, we're looking, and again, this is on the hourly, so this could be anywhere from 56,900 to 57,210. That'd be an ideal point to scalp along. And then that means this would be your resistance up around 61,000. But I would pay attention to this 57,210 area. If that becomes resistance, well, what would be our next level below? If we go look left and look at the most key levels on this chart, well, it looks to me like this level or this line right here would be your next key support. Let's make this red, I think, so you can see it. So you can see it's been a lot of resistance here, a lot of support and resistance. Once we broke above it, we pushed up. So that would be your next likely point to open along below that. And that target would be, let's see what target that is, what price that is. That would be right around, and again, this is on the daily, so that's around 53K. So you're looking at some targets potentially, what? 57,200, first point to go long. If that breaks, you're looking at 54,000 down to 50,124. Keep in mind, if we are under 54,461 and that becomes resistance, guys, I think that is going to be very bearish. That means we have a lot more downside. You see, we're already breaking this support right here at 60,694. Let's take a look at the heat maps. You can see we're coming down and taking all this liquidity around 60K. You can see right here, all this liquidity right at 60K, got liquidity at 59K, 56K, 57K. I'm sure there's a lot more down below. Can't see it until price drops more. So again, things are looking pretty bearish. Remember, they want to take out this liquidity. That's how the exchanges make their money. This is the macro chart. This is on the weekly. Take note, this right here is the top Bollinger Band on the weekly. This is the center Bollinger Band on the weekly. That price target right now, if we continue down this week, is right around 53,600. If it's next week, you can see it's kind of moving up and sideways. Might be around 54,220. Just showing you how important of a level this is. So I'm saying 54K is a key level that needs to hold. If it does, we can continue up, cross this ring, and we have a lot of upside. However, if this becomes resistance, we could be looking at a lot of downside. Take note on the weekly, this is a RSI. It looks like it has a lot of room to the downside. Take note the moving averages on the MACD. It looks like we're about to get a cross soon. That would be bearish. And you can see this blue right here could turn red. So again, the weekly does look pretty bearish. And it does look like our target could be down around 54K. But that does need to hold. And I was just trying to show you the confluence. So just going by this chart, the H1 chart alone, it looks like your key levels to pay attention to. Your most key level below would be around 57,200, depending when you make contact. And your next strongest support level looks to be around 52,000. Well, let's just say 53,000. But you will catch bounces on each one of these FIB channel lines. But did want to cover that, guys. We are breaking below this point, so it looks like your resistance is going to be 60,700. I think that's pretty much it, guys. So yeah, we'll see what happens. As I mentioned, once we got below this point, these are the targets to watch. But again, just to make sure you understand, if and when we get below this point and it becomes resistance, then as I mentioned in that previous video, I think we will just continue to move down this ring as resistance until the point we cross it, and then we can expect some more upside. Guys, again, if you want to get leverage trading, 3 exchanges I use and trust are Bitget, BingX, and CoinCatch. Remember, CoinCatch is no KYC. All those links to sign up are pinned in the first comment description. And if you get access to these live charts in Discord, the link to sign up is pinned in the first comment description, as well as offercrypto.com. That's it, guys. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.